Welcome to Desmond's Donders. Let's head off on a donder. Welcome to the final part of Marching North 2020. Udale Bay was once an important base for naval operations, but now the bay is a reserve, mainly comprised of coastal, estuary, mudflat and wetland habitats. It's just outside of Inverness, a peaceful intertidal bay on the Black Isle. It is home to thousands of waders, ducks, geese and fishing osprey from the late summer through to April. Autumn is the best time at Udale, as wintering birds start to arrive to take advantage of the rich feeding to be had in the bay. A vast coastal area of mudflat and wetland habitats is the perfect place to sit and unwind at any time of year. You can enjoy the views in the summer sunshine from perfectly placed benches, or shelter from the cold in the hide along the road during the winter. Udale Bay. Plenty of swans, geese, and other small birds about. And for all the wildlife, we pan out over the other side of the Perth, the industrial area where they're repairing, refurbishing and getting rigs ready to serve in the North Sea and beyond. This solitary goose is just seen off. A load of butte swans. I could make a bad joke at this point, but I'd only get wrong.
And just to prove it is indeed still March, snow on the hills all around us. Waders, way in the distance. And Ida, again a fair distance off, out in the bay.
Our next port of call is Fortrose Cathedral. Fortrose Cathedral stands in a green square at the heart of Fortrose, edged by mature trees. Tradition holds that the diocese of Ross has had existed since about AD 700. The oldest part of the present ruins at Fortrose date from the 1300s. Only a small portion of the building remains upstanding, but it contains some fine architectural details, including outstanding stone vaulting and the remains of the window tracery. The cathedral was a relatively modest building, and little of it remains standing. Only the south aisle and chapel and the older two-storey north choir aisle survive. The sacristy and chapter house were at ground level. There may have been a treasury and library on the upper floor. Following the Reformation, the North Aisle was used as the borough's toll booth, or town hall and prison. The architecture resembles that of Elgin Cathedral, and it is likely that the same masons worked on both buildings. Following the Reformation, the South Island Chapel were heavily altered, most notably by the addition of the clock turret.
Loch Achilty, my spot for the weekend, the second and final weekend of this week's Marching North.
Loch Achilty is a small but deep loch in Achilty Wood, 3 miles west of Strathpeffer, and contains char. In outline it is somewhat elliptical, with the long axis trending north and east and south and west. The floor of Loch Achilty is irregular. The 10-foot contour follows approximately the shape of the loch, and in many places approaching very close to the shore, but the deeper contours are all sinuous in character, and there are 2 small basins exceeding 100 feet deep. The larger and deeper towards the western shore, and the smaller based on the sounding of 112 feet near the centre of the loch. There is a tree-covered artificial island about 80 yards from the south shore of Loch Achilty. It measures around 60 foot by 42 feet and stands about 2 feet above normal water level. It is built of evenly coarse stones, the foundations measuring 79 by 60 feet. Timber projects from the northwest, southwest and east sides. It seems probable that the crannog on the south side of this is Macleigh's Island.
Loch Achilty. Lovely spot we've been to before. Very peaceful. And the weather has been lovely and kind to us so far.
Another pear-shaped, tree-covered island is undoubtedly natural, as there are no trace of buildings or building could be found on it. Whether or not the crannog is associated with Macleigh Moor or whether the natural island is correctly associated with him is not known. There are many places to walk around the loch, and the hills at this time of year are still covered in a bit of snow. Loch Achilty is a small, picturesque loch set within sloping birch and oak woods. It is not far from Conting, At the far end of the loch is a charming pebble beach with quiet picnic places hidden amongst the silver birch, rowan and heather. In summer, wildflowers bloom and the butterflies flit, but in autumn the brilliant colours of turning birch and oak leaves are reflected in the calm waters of the loch. We've had some lovely weather during this March trip on the eastern part of the NC 500, and we hope we've shown you that there is more to the NC 500 if you get a little bit off the road, and there's certainly more to it than the West Coast. We end the trip in rain, but we hope you've enjoyed being with us, and we hope you've enjoyed the videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Desmond Starters. We'll hope you'll join us again for more photos, waffle and eat as we travel around Scotland. Bye for now.